Hey guys, happy Friday. I'm so pumped to be in this page and sharing this awesome topic with you guys. So when you hop on, if you could throw me some love, let me know you're here. I know there's always a delay and I have my computer up so I can kind of see any questions or comments you guys have, but let's make sure that I'm going live because we'll see. Is it working? We'll see if it's technical difficulty or what. Well, I'm gonna keep going with it and hopefully this works. Again, when you guys hop on, let me know, throw some love, throw some comments. I'm super pumped to speak on this topic and share with you guys kind of everything that has been working for me. I think so often we get so overwhelmed with this business, and it's so key to just really hone in on the basics and understand that this business is super simple. So just to kind of give you guys a background, I started coaching 2.5 years ago, and I am a full-time architect in Atlanta. I'm originally from Philadelphia, so go Eagles. But I didn't start wanting to do this. I started as a challenger and I got in a challenge group and I fell in love with Shakeology. I was kind of just at a point where I needed to make a change. I had just gotten out of graduate school and I didn't feel good about myself. I always say I gave my body over to my degree because my degree came first. So I just wasn't feeling like myself. And so I fell in love with Shakeology, joined a challenge group and got dragged to Super Saturday, pretty much. That's true. And fell in love with the vision of this company. I saw it from the beginning, within the first month I joined, and that's why I am so events driven. But here's the thing, I got like caught up in the big starry things and I didn't put in the work the first 3 months. So I hit Success Club and then I floundered for 3 months. And I had to kind of figure it out because, right, there's so many resources going on, there's so many things that you can look to, but what do you actually focus on to get the results you want, right? Because we all want to hit Success Club this month, we all want to change lives, we all want to build financial freedom or freedom with our family or the freedom to travel. And so how can we simplify the things that we need to do? And I'm kind of going to break it down for you into 2 main things. You guys ready for it? The first thing is consistency, and the second thing is belief. So I have a question for you guys. If I were to ask you, if you could dream big right now, what would be the one thing you would do with the vehicle of Beachbody? So if you could do anything with the income you make with this business, the time you gain with this business, the ability to give back to others, what would you do? What would life look like if you could dream big? Would you travel more? Would you buy that farmhouse in the city that is super expensive but has all the designer things in it and you know to a T what it looks like? Would you go and see your family more often? Whatever that vision looks like, you have to get super clear on it. You have to get really just down and dirty to the details of what's important to you. Because without that vision and without that driving why, everything else isn't gonna happen. Because it starts right here. It starts inside of you. And I think it's important to sit down and really allow yourself to dream bigger than you ever thought possible, because we don't dream a lot. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but when I ask people, like, what would you like dream to do? And they have no idea. And it's like, you can't sit down and do the activities every day if you don't have that big vision you're pushing for. And I think that's so important. So here's a couple other questions I want to ask you guys. Do you believe in Beachbody? Do you trust Carl? Do you trust the new programs coming out, even if they're not your jam? Do you get excited about where we're going and what we're doing, no matter how many customer service issues there are or that Beachbody On Demand is down? I know I can't stand the negativity. So do you trust in Beachbody? Do you believe in it wholeheartedly, no matter if there's bumps in the road? Do you believe in Shakeology? Do you believe that it can change somebody's life? Do you believe that it can give somebody just that feel-good energy and nutrition and the vehicle to change the way that they're treating their body? Do you believe that it can totally transform somebody's lifestyle? Do you believe in the workouts? Do you do them from start to finish? Do you know that without a shadow of a doubt, if you follow the plan, you'll see results? And you trust in the process, no matter how long that journey looks. It could be doing a program once, or it could be doing 5 times. And then, do you trust your team and believe in your team and understand that they are there to support you and help you? And if you believe in all these things, why do we hold back on sharing them, right? Why do we feel like, oh, I'm scared to invite? Why would you be scared to invite to something you love, right? You have to believe without a shadow of a doubt, these workouts work, Shakeology works, my team is bomb. No matter if I have coaches or not, I have the resources to get to where I want to go. So why do we sit back and we let excuses and BS? I didn't start the call with this. I'm kind of a tough love coach, so apologize if that's too much for you guys. But why do we let those excuses kind of hold us back from chasing after that vision, right? You love it. It's changed your life in some shape or form. And if it hasn't, you need to dial into a program from start to finish and see how that journey feels and then go after it, right? It's that wholehearted, without a shadow of a doubt, non-negotiable belief in yourself and this business and what you can offer people. And if you don't have that, this won't work. So that's just getting down to it. So here's more belief for you. If you got 100 no's today, 100 messages you sent out, 100 invites you sent out, and every single one of them was no, would you still believe? Would you still keep going after it? Would you still show up and get your power hour done? Would you still just get into the grind and figure it out and keep trying new things? That's how I treat my business, because for every 100 no, that's a seed on my farm that's planted to harvest and create a relationship and continue to help them grow and see the vision. I always tell my coaches, what you do behind the scenes really matters. You don't talk about yourself behind the scenes. The place to talk about yourself is on your social media, right? So prove to those no's publicly every single day, which we're going to talk about in the second part, that this works, right? That this is what they need to see success. So if you got 100 no's, how would you feel? Would you feel defeated? Would you feel disappointed? Would you let emotion run your business? I'm not telling you not to care about people, but I am telling you that you need to go after the things that you want, no matter how long it takes, no matter how many people you have to talk to, because you believe without a shadow of a doubt this works. And it's going to be hard, and there's gonna be sacrifice, and you're gonna hear a lot of no's. But that belief has to continue to guide you to the path that you want to go. And I truly believe the business activity tracker is freaking awesome if you haven't pulled that out from corporate, but 3 people is kind of minimum, guys. If you want to hit Success Club, you've got to be relentless in that belief. You got to be persistent and persevere and overcome those no's, because you know they're coming. So have something already to invite to them. Like when somebody tells me a no to an accountability group, I have something else to invite them to, like a 3-day refresh group, or a free clean eating group, or a 5-day Shakeology group. So you're continuously inviting them into your community in different ways based on what they're ready for, because you believe that this works, right? So what are the fears that are holding you back from this belief? What are those things that are just eating at you day in and day out that's maybe stopping you from going after what you want? I'm gonna give you permission right here, right now. They don't exist. Fear is false. It's fake. It doesn't, I can't touch it. It's all in your head. So that's why we preach personal development. And this is coming from the girl who, the first 3 months that I was sucking at this business, I wasn't doing personal development. And when I started doing it, I started hitting Success Club. I started finding coaches. I started to get momentum because I was taking action. So you have to really hone in on what are those fears and why do you have them? And then I tell my coaches when they're feeling the fear or they're feeling really down or they get a lot of messages of no's, stand up, get away from your computer, put your favorite jam on and dance it out. Sounds crazy, I know. Scream out loud, this freaking rocks, this is awesome, I love Beachbody, I believe in it, I believe in my team, I know I can help 5 people this month. It sounds crazy, but it shakes you out of that, this sucks, like nobody wants to join me, nobody wants to do this. That's not the mindset we can live in if we truly want to help other people. We have to be in, this is my jam, I'm ready to help people, I'm ready to get out there and just be relentless about changing lives. Then fear is gone. I'm reading the 5-second rule from Mel Robbins, I think, right now, and she talks about when you feel the fear, you're gonna count down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom, take action. When you pour yourself a glass of wine for your friend that's over, and then you go to pour yourself one, but you know you're supposed to be on that nutrition plan, you're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and put the wine away. When you don't feel like doing your power hour and it's just you're so damn tired and you're so just, your brain's dead, you're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, this is why I'm doing this, I'm doing it. Don't let fear hold you back because it's not real. So I kind of just crushed that one. I look at failures as speed bumps, right? They're not something that can stop you from working this business. It kills me. I've had many coaches, I've actually had one in particular that started this business, helped, like, I think she hit SC30 her first month as a coach, was listed as a top recruiter and crushing it, like hitting SC10. She hit Success Starters her first month, and guys, she quit. Canceled her account, zippo, bye-bye. Am I gonna let that hold me back from helping other people? No, because you have to be persistent at this, no matter what comes your way, because life is always gonna throw punches. Your mind's gotta be ready to take it on and know that it's not Beachbody and life. Beachbody is the vehicle to change your life. And that's the biggest thing I took away from NLC when I went in February. So many people let Beachbody go on the back burner when life gets hard. Well, newsflash, life's not gonna get any easier, but Beachbody is the vehicle that can change your life in whatever way you're looking for. So being persistent despite the failures and overcoming those things that are tough, finding ways, leaning into your team, not going quiet when you're feeling down. I actually just started pods with my team, like message pods on Facebook, and I grouped people with similar goals together, because they needed that energy, they needed that constant support and motivation where I don't have to be connected to them every single day, but they are connected to each other and they can ask questions and just dig into one another. So if you don't have an accountability partner, that's so key to run by days where you're just feeling tough and you need to just like get it out, let it out, and move on. All right, what else did I want to tell you guys? Okay, visualization. It sounds kind of crazy, but every single month I sit down and I write a list of the challengers I want to sign up and the coaches I want to have on my team. And every single month, the people that I sign up are from those 2 lists. Crazy. Every single month I highlight names off that I sign up and they're on that list because it's on my desk every single day and I'm looking at it. It's that wholehearted, without a shadow of a doubt, there's 5 people on this list I'm going to help. Because SC5 is not my goal anymore. SC10 because I want to grow fast. And you guys should be treating your business that way too, you know? If you want that big, massive success, you got to take big, massive action. I'm getting a little ahead of myself to the second one. We're still on belief. You know, getting to trainings and events. This is totally my plug for Summit, because Summit forever changed the way that I run my business. It showed me the energy that this company has. It built my belief stronger and mightier than ever before. And it truly showed me I can do anything I set my mind to do. I can go after those big, scary goals. This isn't difficult. I have all the resources. It's just about being resourceful. And you just get to fill that tank back up, because so often we sit behind our computer and we hear the no's and the tank goes down and maybe we don't do as much PD as we should. And it's just like crushing our inner like jam. We can't continue to go on. You have to get to events to reignite that fire and recharge yourself to go and hear however many no's you have to hit your goals. Summit totally changed my business. It's when I started building a team and finding coaches. So if you're struggling with that, people like to see that you're serious about this. So it builds belief in them when you can build belief in yourself by getting to those events. Okay, so let's talk about consistency. That's the second part of keeping your business simple. So we talked about belief, and that's plugging into PD, getting over yourself and getting to events, right? Consistency is hands down the number one reason I see coaches quit or stop talking or just go silent or crickets or any of that jam. Consistency is one of those things that you're not gonna feel like doing this every day, right? I don't feel like doing this every day. Sometimes I don't wanna talk to anybody. But it's not about me. I see myself as very selfish if I don't open my mouth and share this every day, because it's changed my life 100%. I've eliminated allergy shots, which I've been on for 13 years. I've lost 20 pounds and kept them off. I don't take any medication and I haven't been sick in almost 3 years. Those are cold hard facts. Why would I not go give that to somebody else that has a chaotic life and doesn't have time to eat and, just craziness? It's selfish to not share this. And by sharing this consistently every single day, you are going up the escalator. I love this analogy. I've heard a lot of coaches talk about it. It's this escalator analogy that this business is like you're a child and you're going up the downward escalator. So you're running up as fast as you can, and the escalator keeps going down and down and down. So every time you post, every time you send a message to somebody, every time you plug into a team call, every time you get on a training, you're going up the downward escalator. So you're kind of staying pace. You're kind of staying where you are. Every time you 10x that activity, so instead of sending 3 new friend requests, you send 10, or instead of sending 3 invites, you send 10, you get maybe a step ahead and you get to the middle. And it's a constant up step battle, I guess you could say. But the second you stop, you lose that momentum. You stop showing up. You stop building value. You stop having credibility with your audience. I cannot stand when my coaches, they have bomb posts, they're crushing it, they're hitting Success Club, and all of a sudden something in life happens and they stop posting. That's pretty much just saying, I don't want to build my business and sign me up to quit. And that's maybe a little bit harsh, but how can you expect somebody to invest $160 in you when you don't even show up twice a day on social media? What are they gonna expect from you in an accountability group? That you're just gonna poof and disappear? You have to think, did I earn my $50 commission, guys? That is taking consistency every single day. Did you open your business today? Did you get your power hour done? Did you show up on social media? The only things you guys need to focus on is 4 vital behaviors. Mind blown, you probably have heard this before. Sticking to a program, not winging it, starting a program from day 1 to day whatever, and sharing every part of that journey. Even on the tough days, even on the days where you don't do perfectly, those are the things that are relatable. So you need to be in a program to share that experience. How can you attract people to be in your accountability group when you're not even doing it yourself, right? Getting on Shakeology and sharing what that is doing for you and your body. Personal development. I'm like the queen of finding those hidden minutes in your day. So I've shared this with my team before, but literally I can fit 4 hours of personal development in a day while working a full-time job. What the heck am I talking about? Well, everybody does a 30-minute workout every single day, maybe 22 minutes. That is instant YouTube time for me to listen to other coaches that I am loving on or I really respect and I want to be kind of learning from what has working for them. I listen to that. So let's say that's 30 minutes a day. I take about 30 minutes, 45 minutes to take a shower and get ready in the morning. That's an hour and a half almost. Getting breakfast in the morning, maybe that's another 10, 15 minutes. So we're talking about an hour and a half. My commute to work, well, I live in Atlanta now, so it's kind of gotten a little crazy here, but it's usually 20 minutes to and from. So that's another 2.5 hours. Everybody usually has an hour of lunch. That's 3.5 hours. And then making dinner at night and your downtime, 30, 45 minutes. So almost 4 hours, guys. There is no reason in the book that any solid minute in your day should not be filled with positive motivation, because personal development is the only thing that's going to grow your mind, which in turn allows you to grow your business. You can't elevate the success in your business without elevating your mindset. You just can't. You have to become the leader that you want to lead, right? You have to learn those things. So it's so important to plug into PD, and I have heard every skeptic in the book tell me they don't have time, and we always find it in my team. When my coaches ask me, okay, today I just don't have time for a power hour, what can I do? Well, you can invite, and I really think inviting and connecting should be the same thing, right? Because we don't want to just mass spam invites out there. You want to connect with people. You want to find your girls, your guys, those people that just vibe with you, your tribe. And that takes time to connect. And so again, that takes showing up on social media and sharing the unique aspects of yourself, which takes time to learn. But the only way you learn is by doing, because we can listen to hours of podcasts or videos, but if you don't put them into action, it doesn't really matter. It's kind of worthless. So inviting and connecting allows you to put those things you're learning into action and then showing up publicly to say, hey, I'm actually really doing this and I want to help other people do the same. And then recognition, that's been such a big thing for me. Sharing my challengers of the week. I do that every single week. Sharing my coach successes. And if you don't have that, share the things that are working for you. Even if it's the small victories like you lost a pant size or your skin's looking greater. Those things are so important to celebrate because people are drawn into positive energy. And if you're celebrating a lot really often and they're not in a good headspace or in a negative environment, it's going to draw them to you because they're going to want more of that. So those are your consistent things. 4 things is pretty simple. Having a system to hold you accountable to those consistent actions. I personally have a success partner and we check in every single day. And I have a dry erase board. I don't have it with me, it's over at my desk, but I check off my power hour so I can visually see how many people did I talk to today. Did I get it done or did I not get it done? Did I do my friend requests? Did I do my follow-ups? Did I do my hey girl messages? Did I do my invites? And if not, I don't go to sleep until those are done. No matter how tired I am, no matter craziness of life, it's my duty to pay this forward. That's my job as a coach. That's your job as a coach. You want to change your life, you have to help enough people change their life first. And having that system of accountability checks you. Asking your spouse, hey, this board is here. You can visually see what I'm doing in my business. I give you permission each day to check in and say, hey, Danielle, did you get your stuff done today? And when you look at the board, if it's not done, you're gonna say, you know what, I need 20 minutes. I gotta go finish this so that we can build the life of freedom that we want. And it's proof that people can do it because look at all the top coaches. Look at all the people getting into the Million Club. Every single one of you has the power to do that by showing up on social media and sending messages behind the scenes. Pretty crazy, pretty mind-blowing if you think about it. I was just the girl that wanted to come in and pay for her Shakeology. So to think that I'm now making more with my Beachbody income than my architecture job, and of course Beachbody guarantees no level of income or success. It's based on your hard work, diligence, and skill. Got that one memorized. But seriously, guys, this is the potential you're sitting on. You're sitting on a pile of bricks, and there's 2 golden bricks in there. Or you're sitting on a lot of chocolate bars, because I'm a chocolate fiend. From Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, they sent out thousands of chocolate bars into their city, and there was only, 7 or 8 golden tickets to go see the factory? That's what your business is like. So you just have to go find those golden tickets. You have to find those people that want it as bad as you. And that just takes consistent action. Consistent action and belief. So get your golden tickets. So I'm gonna give you guys some action items from these topics we've talked about. So I want you to make a list of 100 names tonight. Yes, it's Friday and I'm still throwing it out there. Make a list of 100 and just throw everybody on the list that you think would be awesome challengers or that you've been talking to and you want in your challenge group this next coming week or whenever your next challenge group starts. And if you don't have a date, you should. You're gonna go through the 7-step funnel. So I heard this on, I think it was Scotty Hobbs' YouTube. They had an inviting series and they talked about the 7-step funnel. Basically what you do is the first day you go and like and comment on 5 to 10 of those people from your list. You go to their Facebook and you like and comment on their post. Genuine interest in them, okay? And 2 days later, you're gonna go back and like and comment again and send them a hey girl message. Pretty simple, follows the power hour. And obviously you're gonna do 5 to 10 new people each day based on your goals. Then you're gonna go back in 2 days and follow up with them. and say, hey, like, what's going on? You know, form that relationship again. 4th day, 2 days later, same thing. Create that relationship, build the connection, ask them questions about themselves, date them, right? You're not word vomiting about yourself. You're literally asking them questions about themselves. If somebody asks me, you know, they ask me a lot of questions about myself and they don't really answer my question, I'll just throw the question right back because I want to know about them. I'm genuinely interested. And, you know, asking them about that dress they wore at a wedding, or asking them how do they love their dog? What kind do they have? How did they decide to find it? All those great things are so genuine and nothing to do with Beachbody. And it just builds that genuine friendship, which we're all should be leading with because we're here to connect with people. And then the 5th day, you're going to go in and say, you know what? I'm loving this conversation. We're getting along really well. I don't know if this is for you, but I'd love for you to be in my next accountability group. Are you by chance working on any health or fitness goals right now? I'd love to share more about this with you. And because you've been building the relationship genuinely, comment and liking on their posts, they are seeing what you're publicly doing, and they're gonna say, hey, I wanted to ask you about that. I saw your post the other day. Tell me a little bit more about that. And then it can be this casual conversation. And you should be voice messaging them, or even switching them over to the phone is so great because you instantly have that connection. They've been following you, they know what you're doing, and they're genuinely interested and know that you're genuinely there to help them. That 7-step funnel has been key. And then the 2 days later, you're gonna follow up with them and say, hey, I wanna make sure you saw my message. I'd love to find a time to connect. Are you free this weekend at X time or X time? I'd love to chat. You know, being confident and being bold with what you're saying. And then if they don't answer on 2 days later, you just start again at the top of the funnel and recreate that relationship 30 to 60 days later. So it's something you guys can Google, or I can post the image at the bottom of this video to kind of show you what I'm talking about, but I just found it from another coach. Again, being resourceful. And then the last thing is tracking what you're doing. So knowing where people are, who you invited, who you're talking to is so, so key. I personally use Google Streak. It has been a game changer for me. I know a lot of people are different. Some people like pen and paper. Some people like an Excel sheet. Whatever you're doing, if you're not tracking it, in my opinion, you're not doing it. Because how can you measure your business? You're a CEO. You are your owner of your business. So if you can't tell me who you invited yesterday, you're not doing a great job. So let's start this weekend, create the list, and somehow track it, whether it's Excel, whether it's Google Streak, whether it's pen and paper. Have a system in place where you know you never lose sight of somebody, because you don't want anybody to ever fall through the cracks, right? You want to be able to follow up and keep that golden relationship going. The last thing I have for you guys is no one can build this but you. So you can either choose to continue what you're doing if it's not working, or maybe it is and you're crushing it. I'd love to hear what's working for you guys. But nobody can build this but you. So every day you choose to show up or not show up is going up the escalator or going way back down the escalator. And sometimes that's a little harsh, but hey guys, like, life is going to move and always going to be busy. This opportunity is killer if you embrace it with simple action and belief, okay? The second thing is just choose to show up. You know, even if you don't know what the heck you're doing, even if you're just not sure, get on a one-on-one call with your coach and ask them, what can I focus on? How can my social media be better? Can you give me some feedback on that? Can I get on a one-on-one call with you every single week? Can I be paired with somebody that I can lean on? Ask for help. I think the worst thing that somebody can do is just go quiet and think that it's their fault that things aren't working. Well, if you just show up and you learn as you earn, which is the best part about this business, you don't have to have it all figured out. I still don't know everything, but you can truly create the vision of that why from the very beginning, right? You just have to show up and stumble and fall on your face and do crazy things and go live. Hello, if you're not going live on your page, you're really missing out. I don't know how many times we have to plug that in, but it drives me crazy when I'm like, just get on and share value. Give people what they need to hear, right? Give them tips, give them tricks, give them ideas, give them recipes. Just give. So when you throw the invite, it's like that right hook and they're ready to say yes. You know, when you guys look at the top coaches, you think everything was easy for them. It just came to them. The only difference between you and them is they've worked harder and they've taken more action. And they probably believed a lot more from the beginning than you did. So you have control over all of those things changing. You can choose to work harder or smarter, right? Not more time, but be really intentional about that focused time. Put a timer on your phone and get it done. Get your power hour in and out. Make it really focused. And then just believing that this can work and just showing up even when it gets tough, even when things are hard. This business is so simple. Show up and believe. Mic drop, right? My last quote is, discipline, action builds momentum and motivation. A lot of people think motivation comes from like a great day or a great event. No, discipline, action builds momentum. If you're not taking action, you're not building, you're not growing, you're not thriving, you're not finding your tribe. So you have to take action and move towards your goals. And if your goals aren't coming too easy, take more action and just keep figuring it out. Because I promise you, if you just show up and you keep this really simple for yourself, which hopefully I gave you some good action items on, it will work. It will. It may take longer than the person next to you, but it's not about them. It's about you and finding the people that need you to help them. So hopefully these tips were good for you guys. Hopefully this video posts. Thank you guys for letting me come on here. I'm super pumped. I'm also just got announced today that I'm going to be in the Shift Shop test group. So look out for some awesome posts about that. I'm just so honored to be a part of Team Beachbody, and I hope you guys will take this call and crush this month. Go after SE10. There's plenty of time left in the month to make it happen if you just stick to the simple basics and believe the heck out of your goals. All right, guys, happy Friday. Thanks for listening in and have a fabulous weekend. See ya.